Okay, I think we're back. My internet turned off for a second there. I don't know. I assume that fucking Elon Musk is listening. They heard us. They heard what we were talking about, and they didn't like it. So you know, they just it just shut me down. But yeah, so it looks like my internet's back up. It usually does this at some point around like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, whatever. I don't know. It seems like this is a very regular occurrence. And it's really pissing me off, and I need to call Comcast. Yeah, this was just a warning. This was a warning, yeah, you're right. Anyway, so... what did Kaku say? Tesla fire incident waiting to happen. Let's see if you can get an answer. What are you looking for an answer to? I may have missed some messages too. I don't know if I got all the messages in chat here. But yeah, we should be good again. Sorry about that. I don't know. I need to get my internet fixed, but Comcast is so unhelpful. It's really annoying. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah. Anyways. We must have our character here become Elon Musk. We gotta study our engineering books. I should have taken a BRB while my internet was broken. I wanted to get some water or something, but I didn't think about it. I've also got I didn't have the Twitch app on my new phone. How do I stop reading? Excuse me? How the fuck do you stop reading? Please. I can't stop. There we go. Period. If I get my focus back up and keep it higher, we can study faster. I think overall we save time by doing this. Okay. There we go. He'll steal our skies and sell it back to us. Yeah, he's gonna drop us in the dome. He's gonna put all major American cities under a big glass dome. And it'll have the ability to like shade itself and turn off the sun. But if you earn enough Musk dollars, Musk bucks, his own cryptocurrency. If you mine enough of those, then you can pay for a certain amount of sunlight each day. Can't wait. Oh, I got a ping in one of my Discord servers. What? So this is what the spiritual death of mankind feels like. I was hoping I'd at least get to feel fear or something. If a cute video of a girl streamer is all it took, then it wasn't meant to keep going anyway. This isn't cute. This is cringe. Nice. You're excited for Starlink? What's Starlink? I forgot. Is that like the space elevator, or you haven't liked him since the diver incident? Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was some bullshit. I don't think anybody liked it. Nobody liked this. Everyone will remember this, or whatever the fucking meme is. Right, exactly. He should just be an engineer. He should not be the face of a company. He's a bit too out there for that. He's confirmed to have Asperger's. Interesting. So he is on the autism spectrum. I see. Yeah. Okay, that's fair. I mean, because it's not like people should not be allowed to do stuff just because they have a condition or whatever. Like, I don't think that's right to prevent people from doing things just because they happen to have some. It's not an excuse, but it's also like I don't know, like. That's just the way he is, because the thing about like autism and stuff is that it's a legitimate like disorder where even if you work at it, you can only get to a certain level, I believe. Like there's fundamental differences in the way that the brain is like wired and how the brain works on like a mechanical level with things along the autism spectrum, I think. So even if, you know, and like it's telling that he's able to even get to the point of CEO, that like he's probably a lot better off than he could have been with social disorder, you know, social difficulties and stuff with things like that. I mean, it puts things into perspective. You know, still people should still be held accountable for what they do, what they say. You know, there's always more you can learn, and you know, you can get to the point where you can make better decisions and stuff. Because he's on the spectrum, well, maybe. I don't know. Perhaps. But yeah. I don't know. He's definitely a weird guy. that's for sure. Oh, I'm not listening to music. I think he should be more okay with just not being so much of a face of something. I think he should just sit back and chill. Like if he just, you know, just has his company do its thing and just, you know, whatever. Like I think he would probably be better off like going on Saturday Night Live and doing awful comedy routines and, you know, doing all this other random stuff and posting dumb shit on Twitter, and it's like, come on, man. Add 2 page 2s to get a page 4. You wanted to argue about EVs, but you died. Oh. Wait, what do you mean about EVs? Yeah, I think he should focus more on the business and less on the, he should just have, like, hire some people to do fucking Twitter and stuff for him instead of doing it himself. Like a normal business person. I mean, I don't really see anything that Tesla's doing wrong so far. I don't want it to stay a monopoly, but I also don't want car companies, because car companies are like infinitely worse. Fuck car companies. I hate them all. They're all bullshit. So, you know, it's like, mainly because not only do they use like shitty sweatshop labor from other countries, which I don't think Tesla does, but I don't know, maybe they do. But the reason I hate them is because they're all bought out already. Tesla does not seem to have an overarching like we are controlled by we are controlled by like oil or something like this. Like the company doesn't seem like it's as controlled in what it's able to do and where its priorities lie. And I like that. I want, if companies are going to exist, I want them to be, you know, pursuing whatever interests they want to pursue, instead of we have been purchased by oil, so we are pursuing that interest. Yeah, it's stupid, but I mean, fucking everybody does that with software and shit. I don't agree with it, but that's just kind of a common trend, which is annoying, and I hope it goes away, but it's, you know, it's not really like a skeleton, that part, but I don't know anything about Tesla deeper. Change to electric, they have to throw away half of everything they built in their production chain, to some extent undermine their own sales. Yeah, they're never gonna do it. Car companies are going to scrape and do their best to hold on to oil until that crashes, and then they're either gonna fail or they're gonna convert to electric, and they're gonna be like a lot worse off because they don't want to look forward to and like switch. Yeah, exactly. It's nice to see companies that are just willing to be stupid and just do whatever they want. I can respect that more than I can respect a company like Ford or Chevy or whatever bullshit that just like, we're gonna just do the same shit every day, because why not? They should start converting. Yes, I am alive. Yeah, my internet died for a bit there. Sorry about that. Yes, oil and crypto should both crash. There you go. Ideal. That's the ideal future. Dude, society if oil and crypto crashed, and it's like that fucking picture of the future, like sci-fi thing with flying cars everywhere. Every single car became electric. Where will that much? Well, that's the thing, right? Not, and that's the point why I think that Ford switching to electric is ultimately like a pointless gesture, because the electricity is still coming from oil, and like ultimately Tesla making electric cars is still bullshit anyways, because yeah, the electricity just comes from oil and stuff like that. We haven't changed electricity, but there, like, I am happy that people are beginning to understand and push more for nuclear, because nuclear is where we need to go. Yeah, and it's also like the greater demand for energy, like oil and coal cannot keep up. They literally can't. There's nothing they could do. So I really hope that we start understanding that, hey, we need to switch to nuclear, because nuclear is the transitional energy source that we need to go to. That it kills like infinitely less people. It's infinitely safer than coal and oil. It's not a drain on the ecosystem and everything. The point is that we need to switch to electrics, but like Ford switching to electrical vehicles doesn't matter, because people who buy Fords aren't going to just buy an electric Ford, because they're going to be like, yeah, I like my Ford truck. And they don't really push a lot for electric, like well, I don't know about nowadays. I haven't seen advertising in the last 10 years or so. In the past, it's always felt like kind of a pointless thing that, like, yeah, whatever, here's an electric car, we just want to get in on the sales. Yeah, no, let's just keep using coal and oil until it runs dry and then have resource wars. That sounds great too. I mean, that's a good option, you know, it's valid. We could do that. Yeah, exactly. Chernobyl and the thing in Japan are exceptions. They're not like inevitabilities. But that's what people don't understand, is that it's very scary, right? Because they were such big, scary disasters, that it seems a lot more risky than it actually is. And people don't really understand that those are exceptions to the rule and not like the rule when it comes to nuclear power. And they also are like, well, where do we store it? Because America especially we've actually had anti-nuclear propaganda, like unironically, which is the weirdest thing to me. But we've had propaganda over the past like 20 or 30 years where people like have been paying for and producing like content and stuff that I've seen in the past, and like news stories that run where they talk about like, oh, well, what are we gonna do with the waste? There's nowhere to put it. Oh, it's so dangerous. And oh, well, look at the disasters and all that. And it's like, and it's come out that people like unironically paid for them to run those stories and things and like word it that way. And it's so strange, but I guess it makes sense, because if we switch to nuclear, then we would literally have no reason for coal and oil like as power sources, and they would just die. The fuel rods can be remilled and reused. Exactly. Like there's, and not even that, there literally are safe ways to store them by just putting them underground. Like some European countries do this already, where they dig like a really deep tunnel under like a mountain, and they just have some, you know, you go down the tunnel, throw the nuclear waste down there, and it's so deep underground that it cannot escape, like the radiation cannot make it through the soil and everything. It can't permeate that far. And then the entrance point just has doors that are made out of material that don't let it permeate either, and you just leave it under there, and then it goes inert after a while. Call it a pointless gesture for one of the big four to make EVs. No, they've all made electrical vehicles, but it led to nothing. And it's like, the point is that I don't think Tesla making EVs is really matters either. I think it's good that overall we're making more electric vehicles than we used to, but I don't think that this by itself is like what's gonna get us anywhere. What's gonna get us somewhere is like Tesla is pushing for greener energy. They're part of the corporations, and the people that, you know, run them are kind of part of the group of people that are beginning to say more that like we should switch energy sources from coal and oil. They're more behind those types of initiatives, and that's the part that I think is good about them, and that's ultimately what kind of redeems them as being a corporation. Because, you know, ultimately corporations are dumb. They're not great. They don't have your best interests at heart, whatever. Like, we shouldn't ever think that corporations are going to be on our side or care about us, because that's never going to happen. That's not what they exist for. But Tesla's patents for their motors are open source. Yeah, that too. All the stuff that Tesla designs is freely available for everybody else to use. A big issue is green power also suffers. Yeah, there's a lot of political bullshit, and there's all sorts of dumb shit happening, and it's like, I really wish we could just sort of move on and just stop being petty about things, but I think pettiness is kind of a human trait. It's just the way things are. It's unfortunate. It's gonna take a while to change stuff like this, but that's how it is for the moment. A major force against the right to repair? I don't know. Let's find out. Tesla right to repair. Maybe, yeah. I mean, I see a thing here about a right to repair initiative over cybersecurity concerns, and but that was like last year in Massachusetts. I don't know how, if they're against it in general. I don't know, you know, I don't know any of the particulars here. But it looks like the bill passed. Right to repair bill foils Tesla's monopoly over its vehicle data. Yeah, so yeah, I can see, I get it. Like, I don't agree with them. I think everything should still be open regardless. Like, software should be open source as well. Like, their car software should be open source. So I disagree with them on this point. But I can see their argument that if you have this right to repair bill, we must make our particulars about the software and everything open to the public. And because the cars have electrical car like components, that the car has some automation in it, the automation could be overridden and like hacked into or whatever. But ultimately, I don't think that is a big deal, and that if it's open source and if it's open like that, where people could hack into it and stuff, people could also help you develop countermeasures to it. Because for every black hat hacker or whatever person that tries to break into stuff to do malicious things, there is somebody who specifically tries to do good things and like tries to help protect and create better security. So I disagree with Tesla there, but it looks like it didn't matter, and the bill passed anyway, and they haven't. That was like the only issue they got into about it that I could find, just on the surface, little quick, you know. Yes, car viruses could very well be a thing in the future. As you get more and more automation and stuff in your car, like if people want to, they could write a virus for it. Because all a virus is just, you know, a program that does what you don't want it to do. Only increasing radicalization. Yeah, there you go. The personal appeal of gas cars and trucks. Yes, but that's the thing is, with the electrical cars and now with this right to repair bill with Tesla, you can fully repair and rebuild the Tesla cars now. Because this bill passed, they have the right to repair. So you could, Tesla's like designs and everything are completely open source for the most part. And I think even with this bill now, even the software and stuff that runs on the car is open source. So you could indeed do that the same way. It's just instead of learning mechanical engineering skills and stuff and learning how that, you know, gas engines work, now you have to learn how electric engines work. So it's a different skill set, which, you know, whatever, but it's still fundamentally the same idea. You could do the same thing. So it looks like from the news sources and stuff I found is they didn't want you to do it because it would create a cybersecurity concern with people being able to like, because with that bill passing, they would mandatorily have to give you like, and they would have to give, they would give out information about how the electronic components and stuff work, and like the software and stuff like that for places to repair it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And yeah, phone right to repair stuff. Apple's been fighting that forever because Apple wants to keep. The thing is like you can see it in how Apple's phones don't really have viruses because Apple is hugely closed source, and their hardware is even like kind of everything Apple does, it does in-house, and it doesn't really give you the details. So as much as like I completely disagree with it and I hate Apple, you can see that it's giving results because Apple computers don't have very many viruses that are able to be written for them, because you have to write a virus for Apple products and stuff, you have to like reverse engineer a lot of stuff from Apple, since they don't really give you anything in terms of like how their software is put together and how it works. You have to figure that out as the person writing a virus. So it's a lot harder to do, and because it's harder to do, people don't really bother as much. It's still possible though. Like Mac viruses exist. They are out there. It's just nowhere near as many as like Windows and stuff, because it's harder to do. But on the same end, you could look at Linux, and you could see that a lot of like Linux operating systems don't really have huge security flaws anymore because they're open source, and a lot of people looked at it and contributed to it, that they found the flaws in their software, and they were able to fix those issues. So, you know, either you keep it closed source and you don't reveal your flaws to people and they don't know about the flaws to exploit them, or you go open source and you find all the flaws and just fix them, and then ultimately you end up at about the same level of security anyways. So yeah, it's, you know, LMAO Linux. Yeah, there you go. Dude, I installed Linux on my laptop. It's pretty good. I love Linux for programming. It's so much better than Windows. Windows is a nightmare for software development. I fucking cannot stand Windows for that. But Linux is great. Compiling software and like doing all that stuff is so much better in Linux. They have the same framework. Yeah, Linux and iOS, yeah. Kinda, yeah. The Mac OS X and stuff is basically just a Linux distribution, I believe. It's built off of like the same kernel, but it's like a slightly different flavor. Go back to your bad game. Yes, nuclear. It is literally the future. We have to move to it. There's no other option. Nothing can give us as much power at this moment that we know of besides nuclear. So if we don't move to it, we will never have as much power as we could have. And that ultimately holds us back in every field and in every aspect of progress. So hopefully, you know, hopefully one day we get there, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Nuclear. Just don't put it in your car, right? Like, don't make a car that runs off of a nuclear reactor, because duh, that's a bad idea. But, you know, using nuclear power sources for cities and things like that to make the power in the first place, that is what we gotta do. Yeah, exactly. Like, obviously that's a bad idea. But if your car is an electric car that purely just, you know, stores power and batteries on board, then you can nuclearize your power gen in the first place and have a nuclear power plant give power to the car, and then the car can go drive around and be a lot safer. Yeah, don't pull a CDDA. Atomic coffee maker, where all of your coffee is irradiated and you just get fucking radiation sickness all the time. Don't do that. That's a bad one. Yeah, I know, but I hope it happens. I wish there was a way to just like force it, like just snap your fingers and just delete oil and just be like, all right, can't use it anymore. Good luck, idiots. Yeah, well, not even just boomers, like everybody's afraid of nuclear, because the only things people hear about it is how dangerous it is, unless you go to take a physics class or something, and understand how it works, and then you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, we can't skip it. Like, in order to get, there is like nothing we know of besides harnessing the power of like the sun at the sun, like go to the sun and get the power. Nuclear is basically our best option, and nuclear, the type of like power generation things, like nuclear is a bit weird because we use it to like heat water, which is, everything eventually just comes back to heating water with humanity. I don't know why, but Yes, we can put it in barrels and bury it. We can even just put it underwater. And like with enough water above it, which isn't even that big of an amount of water, it will also prevent the radiation from getting out. But you can also refactor them as well and like recycle the nuclear waste. And because it's still radioactive, if something is radioactive, that means you can get energy out of it. It's constantly giving off energy. That's what radioactivity is. No, like you make a swimming pool basically, and you put the barrels at the bottom of the swimming pool, and then the water is so that way you can put them in from the top, right? You can get them down under the water, and then the water acts as like a buffer that doesn't let the radiation out. And then it's like it's a swimming pool, so it's not like the water it's getting into your water supply or anything. And then you the water itself doesn't like hold on to the radiation. It doesn't like store it. It basically filters it. I think it acts as like a buffer that makes it loses a lot of its energy in the radioactive particles and stuff, and then they slow down and stop, and then there you go. And I think the water does kind of, you know, the particles get suspended in the water for a while, but ultimately it all just loses its energy at a certain point, and just it doesn't matter anymore once it's run out. So yeah, it's something like that. All right, so we'll listen to music until daylight hits so we get our focus super high. All right, we're almost to computer 4. And then we need electronics 7, I believe. People making a fusion plant, that might be bad. Green energy is part of the globalist NWO plot to enslave mankind. That's true. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. So I guess we shouldn't. Yeah, you're right. Actually, we'll hit level 7 while we're crafting the control laptop. Oh no, where is it? Uh-oh. Is it... Do we need to hit 7 to understand the recipe? Probably. I hope it's not that, like, my intelligence is too low or something. That would be really annoying, because I don't have an easy way to raise that. Fergus! What the f... Someone else comes in. This is why we don't repair D-blades at Fergus. We need to learn how to harvest the electricity in our brains. Well, true, I guess, but then we wouldn't have it in our brain anymore. You have to leave to play with a friend some Terraria. All right, Frank. See you later. I might play some Terraria tomorrow, so if you want to watch that, feel free to come on by. Right, yeah. Solar panels are definitely becoming really decentralized, but solar panels kind of suck for energy generation. They're not ideal in terms of like how much energy they can make. It's a very slow and useless process almost. Now, if we were to collect, you know, energy from the sun outside of our atmosphere, that might actually work a little bit better. Like going closer and closer to the sun and converting energy and stuff and doing it outside of the atmosphere. But even then, like, the process of converting solar energy into electric right now is really slow, and it's like whenever the rays hit the thing, it like has a 50-50 shot of like making electricity if the thing pops off or whatever. It's kind of a inefficient process. Geothermal, yeah, geothermal is really cool. Or banished, maybe. Solar's literally free. Well, I mean, if you don't count the cost of the materials to make the stuff to generate solar power, then yes, it is free. But yeah, the energy source is free. It's like with geothermal, right? They're both free in quotation marks, but you do have to like invest in gathering and putting together the materials and stuff. Either time or money if you want other people to do it, or, you know, whatever. But it is like, you know, it's energy that's being wasted because there's so much of it coming out of the sun in every direction that if we just captured it, we could have a lot of energy. Even if it's an inefficient process, right, for solar panels. If we were to take all of the energy coming out of the sun and use solar panels, it would still be an insane amount of energy. So it is ultimately what we should do. Like, harnessing the power of stars is like the best thing we could do because they're going to happen regardless. And it's a very, you know, once you figure it out and get the process organized and smooth, it wouldn't be that hard to do. But getting to that point, that's what we need to use nuclear for, is to even get to that point in the first place. Yeah, Dyson Sphere, Dyson Swarm, like all sorts of whatever. Like, there's ways to harness the power of a star, like, theoretically, but the material cost and the energy cost to get to that point is why we need stuff like nuclear, and to propel us there, and then we can leave nuclear behind and move on to better. It is really cool sci-fi, though, that's for sure. I still have that game, the Dyson Sphere simulator, whatever, fucking build the Dyson Sphere game, that Chinese, like, Factorio. How is the mirror array that boils water with sunlight doing? I don't know. I don't have one. Your bet's on Dark Age 2. Well, maybe. But instead of, like, crop farmers, we're gonna be, Bitcoin farmers, and we're all gonna be mining cryptocurrency, and that's... There you go. That's what it's gonna be. What about in 1 billion years, when all galaxies move away from each other and we are in the void? We'd probably be dead by then, or we would have figured out a way to simulate a new reality, and we would just escape into a new reality that, like, exists on, like, an infinite timescale in terms of the host reality, and it wouldn't even matter. I don't know, fucking know. There's so many things that could happen by that point in the universal timeline that there's, like, no way of knowing what's gonna happen. Yeah, we're all just gonna have VR porn. There you go. Yeah, the material cost alone would be Amogus. That's true. Well, we do. We do have wireless energy transfer. It's called a laser beam. That's all a laser beam is. It's just energy that moves from point A to point B. And laser beams are efficient. Like, laser beams don't have a lot of energy loss. It's just that the problem with getting energy to Earth is we have an atmosphere in the way, and if we shoot a laser beam full of energy into our atmosphere, it all scatters for the most part. Like, a lot of it scatters and gets wasted. So the hard part about Earth is that we need to get the energy from the outer sphere through the atmosphere onto the planet. However, if we moved outside of Earth and went to a planet with, like, no atmosphere, and then we just built, like, places to live there. Yeah, like, if we had a space elevator, like a physical connection from the surface out into space, you could run power, like, power medium, you know, like, fiber optics or something, right? And a laser would be perfect for fiber optics, because it would just, you know, a laser is light, basically, and fiber optics transmit light for energy, so, you know, whatever, that kind of thing. But we don't have a feasible way to build a physical connection from the surface of the Earth out into, like, up beyond the atmosphere. So it's also, like, a very difficult thing that we're still trying to figure out, like, how do we do this? Musk will end up setting foot on Mars before he dies? I don't think so, honestly. The stuff I've learned when I was doing that NASA thing, like, I did a little, like, school, like, NASA community college, whatever, and I learned some stuff about NASA's current missions and everything. Like, the problem with Mars is we don't really have a way to have nutrition that lasts long enough to go to Mars and get back, right? Because it's such a small window to go to Mars, and in order to get there, like, when you go to Mars, you have to wait for years before you can come back to Earth. Like, there's a mandatory waiting period. You can't just go to Mars and come right back. You have a window of opportunity where you can launch to Mars, and then once you get there, you're gonna miss your window to come back. Like, I'm pretty sure it's like, in the time it takes to go from Earth to Mars, you will miss your window, and you have to sit on Mars for a couple years, and then you get a window again, and then you can go back to Earth. So we don't really have food that can last between Earth to Mars to Earth again. And even with our best, like, food preservation techniques, we can only make nutritional stuff last for upwards of like 3 or 4 years. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. It's a lot. It's rough. And so it's like, the whole thing, it takes years. And then let's say, for example, okay, we don't put the people there. We launch food supplies to Mars with, you know, like maybe an automated mission at this point we might be able to manage pretty soon in the next like couple decades. We could do an automated space flight that goes and drops off some cargo. Well, that would have to last like 5 years or more, because you would have to drop the cargo off and then the humans would show up later, and it's ridiculous. Musk said his plan is to get a station up. Yeah, stations are a good idea, because then what you could do is you could have, you know, points that you hop between. But even then, you would have to have the stations stocked up on food. So you need a way to grow food in space. And that's where we're trying to study right now, is producing food in space and producing food on the surface of Mars. And we're still barely learning about that stuff and testing things out. Just recently, they had the International Space Station. They had them grow some like greenery, like some lettuce or something. And they tested it and made sure it was safe and everything. And a couple of them ate it to see how it tasted. And, you know, it was kind of a success, I think. So we may end up growing food, like having space stations that just are purely like grow beds, and then we go to the space station and like harvest the food and stuff. And well, that's the thing, salted fish and meat don't keep their nutritional value for that long. Like, you have a couple years, but it eventually will be nutritionally useless. Like, it may not be rotten food, but it won't give you any nutrition after a while, because nutrition, like, it goes away. You can't, like, food, even if it doesn't spoil, it doesn't last forever. And like, you could eat it, but you wouldn't get any of the vitamins or the protein or the whatever that you would normally get, because at that point it would just be dead or have, you know, wasted away. So that's the hard part with food. It's figuring out, how do we get the nutritional value to last beyond just the food not rotting? Because there's plenty of ways to make it not rot. It's just, how do we get it to be useful within, like, after 5 years? Space scurvy, yeah, there you go. Well, even with astronaut food, like, it works, but it's not something that's feasible for Mars. The stuff people eat on the ISS lasts for, like, you know, 6 to 12 months, depending on what it is. Like, meat and stuff lasts way less time. And it's a very limited diet, because there's only so many things you can process correctly to be able to, you know, package the same way and go up there. Just bring a cow. There you go. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, remember, didn't we launch a monkey into space? Like, didn't we have a space mission where we had a rocket with a monkey in it or something? Just put a cow in there instead. Monkey. All right. There it is. Control laptop. We had to hit 7. Okay. So, soldering iron. Wow, we don't have a soldering iron. That fucking sucks. I thought we had one. All right, we got to go to the electronics store. At least the day just started, so we have plenty of time. Let's run over there and go grab it. Imagine using cows and not crickets. Well, cows have yummy milk, which is actually, cow milk isn't really even nutritionally, like, useful for humans. Like, all the stuff in cow's milk that's, like, good for you, like calcium and stuff like that, has been added to the cow's milk. Like, cow's milk by itself is not really that useful for humans. I don't know why we started drinking it in the first place. I don't know, like, where that idea came from. I guess maybe it was just a source of calories, and people were like, oh, we have the cows, so instead of killing them, why don't we just drink the milk? And then you could get calories out of that. Some guy was envious of the calf. Yeah, he was like, damn, give me some of that. But we didn't even pasteurize the milk for a while, so it was like, you also got disease from it and stuff. Like, you could get sick from drinking cow's milk. So I don't know how it, you know, stuck around or anything. Zombie necromancer, I don't really want to deal with at the moment. I just want to go to the electronics store, because I want to go do labs. Labs are fun. Okay, he's to the southeast. I think, has he noticed me? Yes, okay. But he's not walking over here. Okay, never mind. Oh, shit. Screamers are so annoying. Halligan bar is cool. Watching a calf nurse on a cow and being like, hey, yo, give me them that. Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. I don't know how it happened. Somebody somewhere, though, thought it was a good idea. And it wasn't, like, super recent. It probably has been something we've done for a while, I think. If it's good for cows, it's good for me. Lactose intolerance used to be the default, which is something we developed once we stopped drinking mother's milk. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah, and we evolved to drink milk from, you know, the booby and everything. Mammals and all that. It makes sense, kinda, because it's like, that way the child doesn't have to gather its own food, and the, you know, the adult, you know, fully developed members of the species can go freely gather and get food, and they don't have to do anything special, like regurgitate it or something, right? Like their body just naturally processes it. It's a very, very interesting mutation, and I wonder how it occurred in the first place. But, you know, there you go. Da booby. I am baby cow. Moo. But yeah, it's pretty efficient, like, you know. The mother can eat stuff, eat like normal, like you don't even have to eat extra as like a mother. And then it takes any unused like nutrition and stuff and everything and like converts it into stuff for the baby. Or just as part of your natural like nutritional processing, you convert some of that into milk that is able to impart that nutrition onto other things. And then it's like, what's interesting is the mother of a child produces milk that is like nutritionally useful specifically for their child, I think. Like if you drank somebody else's milk, like if you had a baby and you had somebody else produce milk for them, I think it's slightly less like nutritionally useful for the baby as it is when it comes from the baby's own like biological mother. No loving God would make those things. Oh, platypus. Oh fuck, a skeletal shocker. Oh shit. I need to be very careful here because that thing will just delete me instantly. Okay, he's over there in... Okay, he's in that open sewer. We can ignore him for now. Just gotta be very careful and make sure we don't run into him because that will end our character here. We are nowhere near prepared to fight a skeletal shocker. We need guns or something to do it. This blows, but he missed. Wield the Boken, and then we can slap him with it and we don't get extra zaps. There we go. I don't have any first aid to butcher him, so I'm just gonna squish the corpse. This is the electronics store that has a turret and CBM installation in the back. So we can install bionics here. There's an auto dock with some random little bionics here and there. But all I really care about is a soldering iron, so I really hope there's a soldering iron here. There should be. There's a CBM on the wall over there. Yes, 2 soldering irons. Perfect. Okay. Gather up all these materials. Internal chronometer so we can just see the time inside of our body. Not super useful, but such is life. I'm not gonna bother deconstructing these for pipes and like killing the turret here yet. Well, actually, no, we could, because we don't... I don't think we need... No, we do need first aid and stuff, right? Yeah, it's failure chance. Yeah, it's anesthetic we don't need anymore. Okay, so we're gonna come back here. There are CBMs. So let's just make a note of CBMs, and then let's run away from all these shockers before we get owned in HD. We get to Mars, but Monkey already colonized it. Oh, shit. Wield the katana. CBT. Oh. Oh no. Planet of the Apes all over again. Yeah, yeah, there you go. Colonized baboon territory. Yep. That's what it is. Better watch out. They don't take too kindly to trespassing. Very territorial. You getting ignored? Launch monkey missions. Nice. The shiny asses. Yeah. Don't worry, even if I don't say something, I did see it. I promise. I can read. Sometimes. My throat's getting sore. I don't know why it's getting sore today. I haven't talked that much. Can you read? Read this. Don't worry about it. Alright, titanium bat. I'll grab that. We don't really need a titanium bat, but... You know, I do my best, but I can't be perfect. Where did I put that? Oh. Not where I wanted it to go. Okay. Leave the soldering iron in here. Laptop computer and signal receivers. I have 6 laptops. What do you mean I'm missing a laptop computer? Huh? That's weird. I don't have any signal receivers. I need to get... Okay, hold on. Radios. We can deconstruct radios, I think, for signal receivers. Yeah, there you go. I got the playing games and reading chat part down, but everything after that, you know, I don't know. Unload the battery? Interesting. Okay, butcher, radio. Actually, no. Let's unload them first. Yeah, you're right. That's weird. Huh. Wonder why the battery matters. Deconstruct a radio and get a signal receiver, hopefully. It says might. So I think it's a chance. We did get one. 2-way radio. We could get one more, possibly. Perfect. We've done it. Control laptop. Yes! I have so much solder, Jesus. What do you mean? I messed up and I lost the signal receiver. What the fuck? I was almost done. 93%. How do you screw this up, dude? RC controls. RC controls will also have, I'm pretty sure, signal... No, transponder circuit, because they transmit signal. They don't receive it. Yeah, never mind. Oh, shit. I don't have any more radios. I guess that's what I get for not having 7 electronics. My bad. Wait, no, I do have 7. How did I screw it up? I have the skill I need for it. I'm not, like, deficient. Maybe I am deficient. What else can we get with signal receivers? Oh, cell phones. Duh. What am I thinking? I have, like, a fuck ton of cell phones I've been picking up. And start deconstructing those. Those... That doesn't make any sense. How does a cell phone not have a signal receiver in it? What? That's whack. Okay, what about smartphone? Use Google Translate. What? I don't know what this says. Let's see if smartphones have any signals in them. That really makes zero sense. Like, the only thing a cell phone does is receive signals. How does... That doesn't make any sense. That's literally in its job description. Smartphone. No, what? What the fuck? Not even like an antenna, which would be in there. Yeah, they both send and receive signals, but deconstructing a cell phone neither gives you a signal like transmitter or a signal receiver. So, I don't know what's going on there. Doesn't really make any sense. Alright, so I guess we have to find more radios. This sucks. I do not know. Well, let me double check, but if I do, I might have one, maybe, but let's see if we picked one up at the electronics store. RC. No, I just have RC controls, which don't, as we've seen, they don't have receivers in them. They have transponder circuits for transmitting signal. Radio. Not a lot of things have radios on them either. Well, this sucks. What the hell? Bup, indeed. Oh, it's Malay? Okay. Screwdriver set. That's not a radio. Well, okay, hold on. There was, wasn't there like a radio station? I mean, if we can't get signal receivers in a radio station. Well, no, radio stations transmit more than they receive. So I suppose that might not even work either. Any of y'all got radio? I don't think the game system does it, nor the Game Watch. No. Yeah, I hope Joe's okay. Jeez. Poor guy. Darn. No radio on the cop zombie we killed. Ew. Hey, wait a minute. I'm infection immune. How did I just get an infection on my torso? Oh wait, no, that's not infected. Never mind. It's just like a bite. But so if I'm infection immune, he just got ligma. Aw, damn. Happens to the best of us. I don't think it's ever going to infect. I don't think we have to use antiseptic on it. But at the same time, you'd think if it didn't have the chance to infect because you're immune to infections, it wouldn't even turn blue. Oh. Huh. Okay. Damn. I guess it would be too OP if it was like that. Fair enough. I don't have any on me. I'll have to go back for that. I mean, there is a hospital, but at the same time, I don't think I've cleared out enough zombies to just walk in here and get some antiseptic. Where am I going? Wiki says your wounds will never become infected. So blue may just mean the possibility of infection, because they're not infected until it turns green, right? Blue means that you've been bitten and you have a chance to get infected. And if you don't treat it in time, it turns green, which is infected. See, you see right here, we just have a bite on our torso. So, yeah, maybe it won't get infected. We can put a Band-Aid on it. It says it still needs cleaning, but I don't have any antiseptic. I'd have to pop open a first aid kit. They're too big. Put it on your backpack. I have first aid kits. It's all trapped in these. I only have like 4 first aid kits too, so I don't have all that much on this character. I haven't really done much with antiseptic or anything. I'll just clean it anyways. How did that not work? The 5% chance. He didn't get Slapma. Yeah, I guess so. That I think Slapma's a bit deadlier than Ligma. I'm gonna be careful. Okay, let's where are we going? Radio station. And maybe there's a way to receive signal at radio station. Maybe there's some radios at the radio station, who knows? V tab items filter radio. All right, so now we can shift V and look for radios. So if there's any laying on some zombie corpses, we could find them without having to inspect everything. Well, isn't that the first rule of improv, to just go with it, right? Like, because if you just stop it and be like, no, or what do you mean? Like, no, you gotta keep it going. Negging. What is it? I don't think that's the term. Doesn't sound right. That sounds like a kink. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with this. It is. Oh. Well, that's weird. I don't like that word. Let's call it something else. Please. Don't kink shame. All right. Nothing in here. What happens if I deconstruct this, like, computer terminal thing? Amp circuit. No. Radio tower. Can you climb this? I don't think you can. No. It also only goes up one. It's not even a tower. They lied. I don't see how that works very well for the radio station if their radio tower is like a single like building tall. Broadcasting control. Yes. Ooh, it worked. Install repeater mod. Browse audio archive. Error signal disconnect. Playing audio recording number 5658. You're listening to Dark Days Radio. I'm DJ Dustbowl. In with a quick tip for any survivors listening. One zombie is bad news, 2 or worse. Don't go Rambo on me. Tackle threats in small numbers or through bottlenecks. You aren't tougher than a zombie, but you are smarter. Use that to your advantage. Or just run away. Warning, radio tower is unresponsive. Backup power insufficient to meet broadcasting requirements. In the event of an emergency, contact local National Guard. Yada yada yada. Do not have a repeater mod. Okay. National weather transcripts. Wow, -1 fun, and that's all it does. Yeah, there aren't very many radios in the radio building. Especially your mom. You know who else does that? My mom. I actually watched a like hour-long video about fucking Regular Show the other day and about how the show like wasn't as good at the end as it was in the beginning. I was like, huh, interesting. I just had it on the side while I was like doing other stuff. What did you eat for dark lunch? The A1 burger from Burger King that has like the dyed black bun. Let's have that. Because that's a dark burger for dark lunch. It's just thematic. Yeah, it's hard to eat a toaster if you don't have one. Why don't you have a toaster? Toasters are nice. I like toasters. It's handy to have a way to toast. Because all toasters toast. Oh, another first aid kit. Nice. You have a toaster oven. Okay, well, never mind. There you go. That's good enough. Same thing. Kind of the same thing. Well, I mean, it doesn't... I mean, they do the same thing. You could just put bread in a toaster oven and make toast. Eat that. No. No. Why would I do this? I'm kind of, not sure what to do here, besides maybe go for the mall. There's a lot of variety in the mall. We might find an electronics store that could have radios and stuff in it. I'm not sure if cars have radios in them that we could take out and get signal receivers off of. Or if maybe we deconstruct an antenna. Can you deconstruct those? That could do it, maybe. Right? I don't know. I have a headache. My head just started hurting a little bit. Not like a bad headache or anything, but for some reason my head just started throbbing, and I was like, oh, that's uncomfortable. Understand any of that for the first 2 words. Eat a keycap from your keyboard. What? Wait, which part don't you understand? What I was asking? Oh, dude, quesadillas are awesome. I love quesadillas. I want to make more, but also eating a lot of cheese isn't great for you. And I need to make sure I don't eat too much cheese. Oh, what Victorian said. Okay. Fair enough. I don't know if, let's see. I see security systems, I see clocks. Cars don't seem to have, like, antennas on them. Maybe the dashboard has like a stereo system in it, or like a radio in it or something. I feel like probably not, though. I could remove it and find out, though. They're quick to remove. And then butcher the dashboard. Electronics control unit. Okay. Maybe, I don't know if we're gonna get it because this one's damaged, but... Okay, electronics control unit, and then if we cut up this, we just get plastic trunks. Okay, so... yeah, the car stereo is a specific thing. Pacific thing. Motaza sticks. Dude, I want some Motaza sticks. Oh, the meat pie sausage roll. Come on, Ingerland. Give us a go. I can't do an English accent. One day I'll learn. Maybe. Today is not that day. Yeah, you know what? Let's go for the mall. It may be a little bit rough getting in there, but we have a good weapon, so I think we'll be alright. And there'll be a lot of different, like, variety of things we could find there. Game system for the battery. Yeah, we still have 100 liters free on our cart too, so we're not almost out of storage or anything. I'm just sad that phones don't have receivers. It doesn't make any sense. Because it's not the same kind of signal receiver that you would use in other stuff, but it would technically still work. And not only do phones have a signal receiver for, like, you know, the radio signal, or the phone signal that you know, send out when you talk. Phones also have Wi-Fi signal receivers, because they can connect to Wi-Fi, and that's a separate receiver. So phones have 2 receivers in them, at least smartphones do. And yet, in this game, they have 0. Man, maybe I'll make a mod for this. That would actually be a nice little, easy, very, very easy mod to make. Just let phones drop signal receivers when you deconstruct smartphones. No. Well, cars don't have radio things in them. That's the thing. Cars don't seem to have, like, a radio system or a stereo system in the car. They have security systems. Now, if I find a car, like, radio, you know, car stereo system in an electronics store or something and deconstruct it, then that might work, but I don't remember seeing one in here, so I don't know, we don't really have one right now. Cheapskates, yeah, basically. I don't know what kind of cars these are where none of them have radios in the car, but, you know, maybe I could throw that in my mod too. Just little details like this that are non-existent. What did I just kill? Why was there a sheep? Poor sheep. I'm just holding down tab to pass time. And the sheep walked up next to me and was like, oh. Oopsie. There's a bunch of zombies over here. I want to kill some of them. Because I'll have to deal with them eventually if they're wandering around. Vibe checked. You have failed the vibe check. It just dies. Let's stay away from the bank. We don't want any robots coming after us to kill us. I really need to take care of the necromancer, but we'll probably just haul some of these zombies away from the necro and then lead him off to a different area where he doesn't go by here and revive all these guys. Uh-oh. Okay, being in that smoke was really bad. We're gonna lose stamina for a while. Hopefully we... Okay, we're good. Cut our breath. You gotta be really careful about the smoke zombies as a melee character. They can get you killed super, super quickly. Okay. Pull up all the corpses. Yeah, if we kill all the zombies over here to the right, and then we go back over to that, that dude, he's off to the left, and we can lead him away from these corpses so he doesn't have really much to revive. That'll work. Just dropped 2 exploration journal page 2s. What happened to the guy that was vibing over the... Yeah, he was just vibing beyond the limit, and it was way too quick. Character's hydrated, but am I? Not really. I was gonna get water a while back and totally forgot. Let me see, do I still... Oh, never mind, I do have water. I still have a gallon jug next to me that has some water in it. I thought I drank it all the other day, but turns out I did not. Beautiful. Spitter, that's the one. So yeah, we're gonna have this parking lot full of zombies we gotta deal with. But the good news is we're getting, well, not that much. Let's turn on our MP3 player, because we're not really getting much experience with only 9 focus. It's like 9% experience gain. We're almost to 5 bashing, and we're halfway to 5 melee. Day-old water. Yeah, it's expired. I gotta throw it out. Day-old water gets dry. Yep. All the water dries up and gets crusty. Okay, this kind of blows. I really should go back and clean off the, like, gas mask I found and just wear that. So I don't have to deal with gas zombies. Or the bloated zombies anymore. I think friendly, humane fashion is recipes to make stuff out of human leather. So that's cool. Crusty. I like my water crispy. Crunchy water. Delicious. Multivitamin. We can overdose on Flintstones gummies, finally. Pretty sure the only thing that would happen if you ate too many Flintstones gummies, you just get, like, kidney stones. Which, I mean, are a very bad side effect, and you do not want those. Ni no Kuni? I haven't played it, but I have heard about it. It seemed interesting, because I like, you know, I like a good RPG. But I never got around to playing it. I don't think it was on PC for a while either, and that was part of the reason. I think it was on PlayStation and then they brought it to PC later or something. Is it on PC? I don't know. I remember only ever seeing it for consoles. Oh, my katana's all fucked up. Alright. Let's get out the Boken. Repair the Boken. Oh, you know what? I put away my planks. I forgot I needed planks on hand to fix this thing. Oh well. It's only slightly broken, so it's not a big deal. And I can get planks once I get into the mall and break some wooden stuff. Ooh. Excuse me. Oh yeah, didn't you ask about Frog Fractions? I don't know if you heard my answer, but yeah, I've played it. I have played that before. I played through the whole thing. It's on PC now. A little plain and very pretty. You did not. Okay, yeah, I have played it. I know all about that game. Did you play it recently or something? Is that why you ask? Text adventure from the second part. Oh, yeah. Text adventures are fun. I used to make them as a kid or not as a kid, but like in high school and stuff, when I started getting more into programming and learning how to do stuff like that, I found these like adventure game creation little engines that let you just like make text-based adventure games. And they had all the like, you know, parsing inputs and stuff there for you. So all you had to do was write out all the descriptions of the rooms and connect everything together. Dude, making a text adventure game is actually really fun because you're basically writing a story, but you're also like making a game kind of thing. Like it's honestly like I fucking love text adventures. They were so much fun to make. The process of making them was just like really enjoyable. Look at Vase. Yes. I should make a text adventure. Or like, I want to make something and like actually sit down and finish a little project. Because I always start things and then just never finish them. Because I usually do it to learn skills instead of to finish the project. So like, I'll start making stuff just to be like, okay, I'll learn this new skill by making this. And then once I learn the skill, it's just like, all right, I don't care anymore. And I just move on. But I should, I want to go through and like finish some game projects or something at some point. And a text adventure, even if it's just a small one, would be very easy to finish. And then I could like, if I decide I like it, I can go back and add like gameplay mechanics and stuff to it later. The one text adventure I remember is someone called Don't Shit Your Pants. Oh my god, I remember that one. That one was like, it had graphics with it. It was like the Flash game. There we go. Okay. Now we can kill him. Perfect. Speaking of not shitting your pants, I have to pee. I need to play Don't Piss Your Pants right now. Why would you want to do that? It was surprisingly difficult. Yeah, it was a funny little game. I remember that. I think it was on Newgrounds. I remember seeing it somewhere and playing it. Eat the ass. I mean, if you want to, I guess. Okay, gotta keep an eye on our stamina here. Especially if the Screecher summons more zombies. Try to kill them first. I don't... Okay, something exploded. There's a bunch of gas in there for some reason. Alright, technicians, so it's good I'm using my wooden weapon. Technicians can, like, steal magnetic weapons. Like, stuff that's made out of metal that has magnetic properties. But if you use wooden weapons or non-metallic weapons, or non-magnetic, then you're good. Okay, my stamina's shitty. I need to just pass some turns. Thankfully, we have enough dodge and everything that we're not even in danger just standing here passing turns next to zombies. They can't touch us. Although with multiple zombies, it's a bit more dangerous. Because you only get so many chances to dodge per, like, combat cycle. Okay, this is working pretty well. We're only getting a couple zombies at a time. And our stamina is slowly going back up. Okay. I think we're good. There we go. No, don't pulp the acid corpse, though. We gotta dismember that guy. Butcher acidic zombie, dismember. And then pour out his blood. Mood is smiley face. Good horror text adventures. Oh, that'd be cool. Oh, that'd be fun. That'd be fun to write. Never-ending story is in fact not never-ending. Wow, I can't believe they'd lie to me like this. I trusted you. Alright, now we can break some of these tables and chairs and just repair our weapon as well. So that's good. We won't be in danger of breaking our Boken here. What we are in danger of is having, like, 3 focus at all times because we're constantly in combat. Which doesn't matter, but it does matter for the EXP gain, unfortunately. Where did this zombie go? He completely didn't see me. Okay. Alright, let's wait for like 30 minutes if we can, just to get some focus back so we get more combat experience. Artax, no! There's a smoker up in that store over there. Uh-oh. Okay, gotta take time to pause every couple turns to get our dodge back up. The more we attack, the more our dodge goes down with our combat style. So we have to, like, pause a couple turns and let the debuffs go away, and then we attack, and then we pause, and then we attack. Okay. You know what? I need to drop the backpack I'm wearing, because that's slowing me down just a little bit. There we go. I don't think it really matters, but let's take it off. Alright, caught our breath. Got some more zombos up here. Looks like a, yeah, smoker. Or that way. I wish it was easier to sneak around zombies in this game. Stealth honestly feels really useless in this because it's either they notice you or they don't. There's no, like, interesting ways you can avoid zombies. It's just don't get next to them, or don't get within a certain radius of them. But there's no, like, I don't know. They can also smell you, so it's like even if they don't see you, they can just follow your scent trail or whatever, and then they just find you anyways. It's, I don't know. Stealth is very useless. It's almost impossible to avoid them. Alright, Kaku. Have a good night. Sleep well. It would be nice to have more stealth stuff. Make stealth more useful. Okay, there we go. Took a while to kill that smoker, which sucks. But there we go. I don't know. Oh, right, they explode. I was like, where does corpse go? Okay, get our breath. Okay, where is the smoker? I would like for him to get out here so I can get rid of the smoke. Oh, it looks like he's up in the books, the little shelving area, or maybe just further and down the hall. No, he's over here. Can he just get over here? I just want to get rid of the smoke. Man. Smokers are annoying in, like, low light. I don't really have a flashlight to turn on. There he is. Okay. Got rid of him finally. Unfortunately, our stamina is gonna be really bad for a bit. Yeah, we wheezed pretty hard there and took some damage, but we're okay. Make it so they can't smell. No, I mean, I don't know. It's just the mechanics of how detection works, I think, need a rework for stealth to actually be interesting and useful. But I don't think that's gonna happen, right? Because it's a lot of work to do that. And there's other things that need to be fixed. Like mainline, CDDA, not Bright Nights, but CDDA has 1,000 bugs or something, like active monitor, like actively known bugs. Some, of course, bigger than others, but it's just like there's more important things to do than like a stealth rework, because that would also just introduce issues that would need to get fixed as well that probably wouldn't get fixed. So, you know, there's other things to do. Uh-oh. Gotta be careful here. Don't just hold down tab mindlessly. The fart clouds? Interesting. I didn't know they masked smells. Makes sense. Because all the zombies would smell as fart cloud. Oh shit. This is really bad. Uh-oh. Stamina's real low. Okay, I think we're over coughing, yeah. Our stamina's going back up. Whew. Yeah, the smokers are dangerous when they're surrounded by other zombies. You really gotta watch your stamina and everything. Okay. There's a knife. Combat knife. Some bicycles in here. Is that ammo? Signal flares. Curved needle. I don't know what that's for. Probably just for selling. Yeah, dying is bad. Very bad for your health. Some guns in there, if I could, get past the glass. What's in here? Another stock room. It's like an office. Okay. Whew. Oh no, the break room vending machines. How could they do this? You monsters! Take some planks. Go ahead and try to repair here. There we go. Nice and quick. I can't recommend dying. Stream dying? No, not on my end. I think it's you again. Unless it's like starting to on my end, but it says I'm still healthy and everything, and my upload speed is fine. Uh-oh. Rip turtle. He's dying. Sweet. Twitch is silly. Oh, somebody burst into gas while I was doing that. Rude. Oh, you know where these guys are jumping down from the top floor? I just realized. I was like, where are these zombies coming from? They're jumping off the second story and landing down here and then coming to fight me. I forgot they did that. Jesus, all these items. I should probably just filter out all the clothing, the dirty clothing, because I don't care one bit about dirty clothes. They don't help at all. There's no clothing we really need from all these zombies. Minus category clothing. Oh, look at this. Root beer and some peanut butter and all that fun stuff. Okay. There we go. God, this mall's gonna smell really bad. If it doesn't already. There's corpses everywhere. Ooh, like a bookstore. Mechanical Mastery. I don't know if I have that one yet. No, I do. I've read it before. I don't think there's really much we can even find here that we don't already have. Looks like there's nothing we can find here we don't already have. Book of the Sub-Genius. Ooh, look at all these drinks. A whole bunch of them that are non-perishable. And then cranberry juice we could just drink right now. So far, I haven't really seen any electronic stores in here. Which is disappointing, because that's all I really need right now. I like cranberry juice, because I like tart, sour kind of things. So, I'm a fan of cranberry juice. It's pretty good. I'll drink it 100% like cranberry juice just by itself. But I've had some really good ones, too, that, like, there's one that mixed it with, I forgot what it was, but there's some like juice mixes I've had where it's like cranberry plus like other random juices, and those are really good too. Cran raspberry is always solid. I had that before. That was a good one. Cran lemonade. Oh yeah, yeah, that's good. For sure. So it was like raspberry lemonade and stuff like that. Cran raspberry is alright. Yeah, that one's really sour, so it's like, you know, if you don't really like tart, sour things, then you're not really gonna like that much either. Because it's just kind of adding more of a similar flavor on top of it. White cran peach. Oh, yeah, yeah. I think I had something similar to that recently. I think. I don't know. I had cran something that I hadn't had before, and I was like, wow, this is good. I see like glasses and stuff in that one building. Fruit leathers. Eh. Man. Alright, well, let's just get out of here then for now. We can come back. I need radios. I wish there were more electronic stores around here. This is big M in the center. Mall. Okay. Oh, we got hospitals marked on our map. There's a shit ton of them around here. Man, I don't know where to go for these receivers. Electronic stores would be probably the best bet to find just signal receivers laying out on the shelves and stuff. I wonder... Okay, hold on. Can we get up onto the roof? Easily. Where is the roof access gonna be? Uh-oh. Well, that's not roof access. If we can find roof access, it'll be like a third or fourth story, so that'll give us a good overview of what's around us. If nothing else, that would be super helpful. And we can try to plan out another path to take in the city. Roof access over here, maybe? Those are stairs down. Maybe in the back rooms. Somewhere. See all that's gonna happen tonight? Yeah, I think that's it. I'm probably gonna wrap it up soon. My throat's getting sore anyways, or tired from talking so much. Oh. The huge boomer. Just want to get on the roof, and then probably just save it once we're on the roof and we see what's around us. Ooh. Atomic reading light. Hell yeah. And I think that is like a little electronics place, so we can go over there and see what they got in general. Guarded by some zombies, but not a big deal. Okay, so smartphone, antenna. I wonder if you deconstruct an antenna, you probably just get like materials or whatever. If you can even... No, you can't cut up an antenna. Okay, never mind. Or deconstruct it or whatever. I do want that reading light. I can take it with me because it's not very big. And just close the cover on it. There's some elevators here. Maybe there's roof access in this area. It's around here somewhere. There it is. Yep, there's the stairs up. Okay, perfect. We could also look for some binoculars somewhere. There may even be some in these random crates full of stuff. Cranberry juice. Pair of knee pads. There's a lot of random things here, but... Look for binocular. There's a radio. So there's at least one thing we need. Grab it. I think it's a pair of binoculars, or it's just binoculars. I don't remember. Swimming booties. Darn. Because then we could see almost all of the city if we had a pair of binoculars. And we just have to have them on us. If we look for like an outdoorsy, you know, type of store. May be able to find a pair if we don't just find a pair on a zombie. No. Nothing yet. This place has like anonymous masks and fedoras. I don't know, what kind of store is this? I don't think I've ever been in a store like this in my life. Robes, Guy Fawkes mask, hockey mask, a Zentai. What the fuck? What kind of store is this? Wool and Jedi cloaks. I don't get it. It's the weirdo store. I don't know. Maybe it's just a costume store. Okay, this is like a clothing store. Ren Fair? I mean, I guess, but I thought Ren Fair was more Renaissance clothing and not like Guy Fawkes masks and trench coats and shit. I guess you do get a lot of like fedora types at Ren Fairs, so I suppose that's understandable. Is it pair of binoculars or is it just binoculars? I think it's pair of. I don't see anything here though. I really do want a set. It would be so nice to have. There's some underwear on the table. A bathroom zombie. Yeah, I don't think this store is going to have any binoculars in it. This is clothing. We need to find the outdoor, survival-y, whatever type of store. There should be at least one in here. Any binoculars? No. Pair of binoculars. There we go. Shit, my inventory's full. I don't really want to give anything up that takes up a decent amount of space, at least. Like the radio, I need. I want to keep the atomic reading light. I can't wear it because I'm squeamish. Okay, hold on. Put it on the floor, drag it with us. We don't have to use them or anything, they just have to be in our inventory. So if we just drag them up to the roof and like swap something out for them real quick, then that works. Where was the roof access? Over here. Okay, so we can drop the reading light. Is that enough to take these? I don't know. Yes. Put them in our inventory, and then when we walk out, yeah, we can see much, much further. This was worth, I think, going out of the way for. And then if we walk the perimeter of this place, we can make sure we see everything around us as best as we can. Oh, we can even, right, we can go up one further. Oh, there's a wizard tower over here, I think. Yeah. That's pretty good. That's a long distance we can see. I could probably go check out climbing on top of some of these other structures to see if we can find some more extended view distance in those areas. Like on top of this guy. Walk up this way so we get some, yeah, get some extra view distance north. And then... There's a Diluted Devourer up here? Rude. Climb up here. Walk around, get some view. Okay. Now we can see what's going on. There we go. Where are all the electronic stores? I think I see one over here. Yep. One over here. What the fuck? Electronic. There's 5 in total. Oh, there's some blue ones as well. Okay. So there's blue and yellow. All right, so there's one nearby. There's one right over here to the northeast. Or northwest. We've already been to this one, south. There's another one over there, southwest. There is one straight north, just chilling. It's that one to the east, and that's it. That's all the electronic stores. That's pretty rough. Maybe it's because they're small cities. We see less of them. I know when I have like maximum city size, I usually find like 5 or 6 electronic stores just chilling. And what is this green lump over here? Toxic waste dump. Hell yeah. Library. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, we'll save it here, I think. And when we come back, we'll be able to just start hitting up some electronic stores and get that laptop and go check out labs and all that. But I think that's a good point we can save it at. So there we go. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And we'll be live again tomorrow with maybe some Terraria, maybe something else. I'm not sure. But Terraria sounds cool, but I might also just go to play it and be like, wow, I really don't want to play Terraria right now. So we'll see what happens. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope to see you again. Have a good night. Take care.